Chapter 1. The Looming Threat. In the early 1940s, as World War II raged on, Nazi Germany controlled most of continental Europe. The Soviet Union, a key ally against the Axis powers, desperately needed supplies, including food, fuel, and weapons, to continue the fight against the Germans. However, a dire threat loomed. The Arctic Ocean, frozen and treacherous, stood as the only viable route for delivering these vital supplies. This perilous route was known for its icy waters, extreme cold, and constant threat of enemy attack. Chapter 2. Operation Barbarossa. The situation became critical in June 1941 when Germany launched Operation Barbarossa, invading the Soviet Union. The Soviets, already strained by the rapid German advance, faced a dire shortage of resources. The Arctic route, which stretched from Britain to the Soviet ports of Murmansk and Archangel, was their only lifeline. As the German forces pushed deep into Soviet territory, the urgency of providing assistance to the beleaguered Soviets grew exponentially. Chapter 3. The First Convoys. In August 1941, the first Arctic convoy, codenamed Dervish, set sail from Britain to the Soviet Union. It consisted of a motley group of merchant ships and naval escorts. The journey was perilous, as German submarines, aircraft, and surface ships lurked in the frigid waters ready to strike. The crews faced not only the enemy but also the harsh Arctic climate, with sub-zero temperatures, storms, and ice flows posing constant challenges. Chapter 4. Convoys PQ and QP. The Arctic convoys soon became a regular and grueling operation. Convoys PQ, outbound, and QP, return, braved the elements and enemy attacks, fighting against ice flows and storms that could freeze even the hardiest ship's crew. The convoys faced constant danger as they navigated the infamous Alley of Death in the Barents Sea, where the German Navy often lay in ambush, launching relentless attacks on the vulnerable supply ships. Chapter 5. The Battle of the Barents Sea. On December 31, 1942, the Arctic convoys faced a major engagement known as the Battle of the Barents Sea. The British naval escort, led by Captain Robert Sherbrooke, clashed with the German cruiser Admiral Hipper and its accompanying destroyers. Despite heavy losses, the British managed to protect Convoy JW51B, securing a crucial victory that allowed vital supplies to reach the Soviet Union. Chapter 6. The Worst Convoy, PQ17. One of the most infamous moments in the Arctic convoys occurred in July 1942 during Convoy PQ17. Due to a perceived threat from German battleships Tirpitz and Scharnhorst, the British Admiralty ordered the convoy to scatter. This decision left the ships vulnerable, and many fell prey to German air and U-boat attacks. It became a tragic chapter in the convoy's history, highlighting the difficult decisions made under the constant threat of enemy action. Chapter 7. Heroism and Sacrifice. Throughout the Arctic convoys, countless acts of heroism took place. Sailors and merchant seamen faced extreme cold, relentless attacks, and the constant threat of death. Many ships were lost, and the crews endured unimaginable hardships. The convoys showcased the resilience and bravery of those involved, with stories of sailors battling frostbite and exhaustion while continuing to fulfill their duties. Chapter 8. Victory and Legacy. Despite the immense challenges and losses, the Arctic convoys played a crucial role in supplying the Soviet Union and helping to turn the tide of World War II. The convoys continued until the end of the war, gradually improving their defenses and tactics. They remain a testament to the Allied determination and the spirit of cooperation during the darkest days of the conflict. The legacy of the Arctic convoys endures as a symbol of sacrifice, resilience, and the enduring bonds forged in the harshest of conditions. The story of the Arctic convoys serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by those who braved the Arctic waters to deliver vital aid to the Soviet Union, ultimately contributing to the defeat of Nazi Germany and the preservation of freedom during World War II.